Hello, and welcome to your Yin Yoga session with me, Kumari Sky. I'm so happy that you chose to practice with me today. So go ahead and gather whatever props you have, a bolster, blocks, blankets, household items that can help you feel supported and held in order to deeply relax during the practice. And I'll meet you on the mat. I'm going to have you start out lying down. So maybe putting a bolster under your knees, a blanket under your head. We're not going to stay too long, just a couple minutes, just as a way of arriving. All right? Go ahead and put your hands on your belly like this and start to tune into the rise and fall of your breath. Now take an even bigger inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Again, breathe in a big one. And softly blow it out through pursed lips. Really feeling your belly expand on your inhale. And blow it out. One more time. This time we're going to hold the breath at the top. Breathe in. And hold. 3, 2, 1. Again, blow it out. Breathe in. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Blow it out. And just pausing here. Just feeling the weight of your body, your legs and your feet, arms and hands, your head. Just come back for the next few breaths and just really feel how your hands subtly move. Just start to tap your fingers on your body. And opening and closing the hands. Circling the wrist. Go a few times in each direction. Opening and closing the elbows. And then perhaps a big stretch up with the arms. And then get the legs involved too. Reach through the legs. Reach. Do both the toe point and the heel stretch. Some rolls with the ankles. And let's just hug the right leg up. Welcome if you've just recently joined. So happy you're here. And let's do the other side. Milo the cat has decided to join today. He's ready for a little Yin Yoga. And release. Let's do one more big stretch up. Interlace your fingers. Take a big breath in. Exhale, pull your knees up. Give yourself a hug. Do some rocks. If there's any other little stretchy stretches you're in the mood for, go ahead and do that. And when you're ready, we will come to a seat. I hope that was a nice little reprieve for you, depending on what time of day it is for you. Hello, Milo. So, did you see what I just did? I grabbed this blanket that I have folded. You don't have to be scared. Come back. And I'm going to sit up on it. Now, if you have a firm pillow or a lower bolster, that can be a great thing to sit up on too. Raising the hips just helps the body receive an upright position just a little more peacefully. So as you can mostly see, I have my legs crossed. If this doesn't work for you, there's some options. You could take blocks and put them underneath like this. You can also do what we're going to do with your legs out long. You can sit in a chair for this part. Okay, so I hope I've given you enough alternatives. All right, what we're going to do is called the neck release series. So a lot of times people think, oh, you can really only do yin yoga for the lower half of the body. You definitely can do yin yoga in the upper body. We just do it for a little less time in the upper body. So we're not going to be holding these for 5 minutes like we do some of the things we do with the hips. All right, so just lengthening up through your spine and try to just make it relaxing as possible. So if you feel like you're getting really tight in the hips, try to just soften if you can. And then all you're going to do is drop your head to the right. Okay, I have to do the other side, so I'm mirroring you. And this is all that this is. We're just letting the right ear drop towards the right shoulder. And just letting the head hang. Open and close the jaw a few times. And then if you want to, you can take your left hand either behind, that adds a little new sensation, or you can have it long, that also adds just another sensation layer. And we just breathe here. Let's just stay for about 10 more seconds. All right, so the next position is turning your chin towards the shoulder. That felt like it was too much on my shoulder, so I'm bringing my arm back. You can keep yours where it was if that was feeling nice. Something about Yin Yoga is that we really want to surrender. We want to practice not efforting. So we're just holding the head in this position, not trying to make it more, just being with what it is. Okay, so next position, hopefully it won't get too loud with the mic. I'll try to talk quieter. Draw your chin down. So just like a little subtle change there. But I'm hoping that makes you feel it a little bit more in the shoulder, upper back of neck area. Is your forehead relaxed? What about your jaw? So to come out, what we're going to do is lift the chin again, come back around, take it really slow. Lift your head, come back to neutral. Pause. If you had your arm extended or behind your back, release that. And then I want to just give you a moment to do some free movement with the head and neck. Awesome. Back to center. Ready for the other side? Dropping the ear towards the shoulder. You can take those alternative arm positions if you'd like. Otherwise, we're just letting it hang here. Relaxing the jaw. Just allowing the body to open up at its own pace. And by remembering this when we're practicing Yin Yoga, we are contributing to our nervous system remaining calm and balanced and parasympathetic dominant. Go ahead and turn your chin towards your shoulder. Let's take a deeper breath together. Just check in with your seat and your hips. Maybe you're like me and you have kind of a busy mind. Even though we meditate, those thoughts just keep coming, right? Go ahead and pull your chin down now. And pause here. If you're interested in deepening your practice and making it more of a meditative journey, just notice your thoughts. Notice when you've strayed away from being present to your practice, thinking about the past or the future. And that's all you have to do. That's what it's about. It's just noticing, labeling it as thinking, and coming back to either a sensation in your body, to your breath. Wow. Feels really good, huh? Let's inhale, take it around, back to the starting point. Pause. If you can, open your eyes and look at my cat. He's literally like laying on his back. All right, so now some free movement. Thank you, Milo. I'm so glad you're here with us. He's doing yoga in his own way. All right, how about some shoulder rolls here? So a couple times in each direction. If you're looking at me ever and I'm like not exactly looking your way, I'm looking up a little more, that's because I'm recording this session. In case you're interested, it will be living elsewhere, free to take again if you particularly liked this, or if you ever miss my session and you want to do it elsewhere. Oh, I'm so glad you like it. Yay. I can't mention where I'll be putting it, but I think you can figure it out. All right, you're going to love this one. Now we're going to do Yin Yoga for our feet and then some upper body. I'm going to give you the side view and then I'll probably turn around. So what we're going to do is tuck the toes and come have a little seat on them. Now, during these 1 minute holds, if this is just excruciatingly intense, just come up. Give yourself a little bit of a reprieve, okay? No biggie. All right, so here we are, sitting back. Open out your arms wide, and then bring your arms either into eagle or a bear hug. And also, I didn't mention, if this isn't okay on your knees, go ahead and come back up, like I showed you. Okay. I have to set the timer. You keep holding. You want me to set the timer for this one. I know how intense this one is on the feet. We've got 10 more seconds. Now, notice which arm is on the bottom, okay? And now release and come up. What we're going to do is tap out the feet. All right. Come back to it, if you dare. Other arm goes underneath. Big breaths. I'm still learning about this, wearing this mic up top here. So if I go too quiet, you can always let me know in the chat. And I always love to hear from you in the chat. If in between our poses you want to just tell me something, or if you're loving it, or if you're like, oh, that one was hard, it sucked. I want to hear about it. Let's connect. All right, one more breath. Oh, I know I'm out of the frame, but all right, so now I'm just sitting down on my heels. If you want more of that foot thing, you may have guessed. We're going to take the arms behind. I'm interlacing my fingers, and I'm just going to pull the chest open and try to pull the shoulders down. Let me just give you this view. It's okay, Milo. Come back. You're so cute. Okay, so this. I'm just intending to open the front of my body. Sweet. And release. Let's go ahead and do some cat and cows, just as a little bit of a counter pose. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin. Exhale, round. So good. All right. Let us return to a seat up on something. Do a little half butterfly here. So go ahead and bring your right leg out long. If this knee needs a little support, put something underneath it. It really helps. Sit up nice and tall. And then we're just going to lean forward. And let this be your own. If you have two blocks, You can do something like this, or if you've got 2 blocks and a bolster, I love like this Stonehenge thing. Another option is to have the bolster up long. Okay, and we're not necessarily trying to get anywhere, really. We're just leaning forward and seeing what this feels like, just being curious. And just as a reminder, Yin Yoga is just totally about these long held stretches and our connective tissues. So it would be different than a yang style yoga class where we're more focused on the muscles and being active and getting the blood pumping. In yin, we're going inward. It's a quiet practice. We're looking to feel sensations. And we always want to be mindful of the sensations happening. And we never want the feelings to go too intense. Think of a 10-point scale. Be somewhere between like a 3 and a 7.5, 8. Some shapes will take you to an 8 right away. Some you're kind of like, I don't really feel this one very much. So every body is different. I'm going to stay about 30 more seconds on this side. And you might notice that I'm not letting my foot flap over. That really changes things. I'm noticing that my signal is kind of moving around, getting bad and then getting good. So if I lag, apologies. I have really fast internet. I'm not really sure what the deal is. Anyways, doesn't matter. Go ahead and come back up. I'm just remembering I usually have a chime to bring you out of the pose. I just don't have that today. Thanks for the hearts. I love you too. Go ahead and switch your legs. Oh, I'm glad you like the Stonehenge setup. I know. I'm going to do it for this side. Okay. We're going to stay 2.5 minutes on this side. And so with all of that being said about we're working the connective tissues, we're holding for time, a longer time than our usual yang practices. There's really no goal to get anywhere in Yin Yoga. Come over here, Milo. Oh, he's like, no, don't try to tell me what to do. Yay, I'm glad that you're liking this, Alexandria. Yeah, so we're not trying to get anywhere. We're just trying to feel sensation and breathe into the places where we feel the most sensation. When we come away from these long holds, when we release, the blood is just hyper oxygenated and it's infused into the whole area that we were just holding. So in this case, it's definitely going to be your right knee and hip. If you're feeling some sensation in the back of your left leg or whatever leg you have out long, when we come away, that's when we're really going to feel something in some really positive tissue things happen. Tissue things. I definitely love anatomy, but I try not to be too anatomically versed, because I know that most people that are taking the classes are not looking for that kind of information, just feeling it. Oh, hi, Marcus. You're here from Italy? That is rad. I'm so excited. I love this. I love practicing Yin Yoga with people from all over the world. Okay, let's go ahead and come up. Dismantle anything that you had set up. And go ahead and lean back into your hands. Straighten your other leg. And let's just do a little shake. Hi. Oh my gosh, you're in Ireland, Alexandra? That is wonderful. How fun. I would love to go to both of those places someday. Now that I'm an empty nester, I feel I have some travel adventures coming up. And then how about some windshield wipers? I'd also love to have a retreat, like in Spain or Malta. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Anyways. All right. So now we're going to target the insides of the legs. I'm going to give you two choices. One would be like a tight butterfly where you're pulling your legs in. But if your knees are tired of being bent, check this out. Come wide. This is called straddle. If you have two blocks, you can do something like this. If this is just super stressful for your lower back, either position, lay down on your back and just do butterfly pose with your legs opened out. Try to just do something where you're feeling this in the inside. You're in London. Oh, I love this. I'm so glad I'm doing so. It's daytime. It's like 11 in the morning for me. And that is exactly why I wanted to do a daytime event. Is so maybe I would make some new friends across the pond. I have no idea why the video is lagging. If it is, probably doesn't matter though, because maybe you have your eyes closed. Now, it is possible Hank, you could set up the Stonehenge again. We just be here. Be here now. Okay, so feeling in the inner thighs. So whatever position you've chosen for your body. We're trying to get a little yin tissue stimulation in the inner thighs. Oh, no lagging on your end. Okay, I don't know. There's that the Wi-Fi thing, and it was red for a while, which means it was not good. But oh well, we're back to the way it should be. And so these are some really big muscles, the adductors. And so you have fascia beneath your skin, but you also have fascia wrapping around every muscle spindle, and then fascia wrapping them all together. Fascia around the muscle. Fascia is basically the glue that holds you together, and it tends to get really tight. It's what I've read and learned is that it's a lot of times for people, it's not that the muscles necessarily are tight, it's the fascia that's tight. So we just let it take its time opening. It doesn't really open, but you know what I'm saying. Like, just elongating. And there too, it doesn't really move very much. We're talking micro elongation, very different than a muscle. And so that's why we want to work really slowly and really mindfully when we're doing yin, and remembering that there's never any reason to go to our end range of motion. If you're feeling it, you're doing it. Remember that 10-point scale. If between like a 3 and a 7-ish, you're golden. You're doing the work. I'm going to have us here for one more minute. Of course, obviously, you should come out if anything's starting to be painful or you just can't stand doing it anymore. Let's just have a little quiet time here for the rest of the time, 45 more seconds. You might even close your eyes if you haven't been having them closed. Wonderful. Let's go ahead and start to slowly release. I think the most beneficial thing to do when you're coming out of this, whether or not you're in straddle or butterfly, is just to lean back into your hands. Release the hips. If you're on your back, just bring your legs together. Just pause and then just slowly bringing the legs back out in front. Perhaps a few more of those shakes. How about some windshield wipers? Bring your legs wider than your hips. Take your time. Deep breaths. Good deal. All right. So next we are going to move on to the floor more and do a supported bridge. Thank you for the hearts. If you've just recently joined, hello and welcome. That's the cool thing about Yin, is you pretty much can join anytime because you don't need to be warmed up for this. In fact, it's almost better if you're not warmed up. Okay, so here's my block. If you don't have a block, but you have a firm blanket, you could fold it and make kind of a block thing. You can also use a firm bolster for this. So what we're going to do, lay down. It's always interesting because I don't know how familiar everyone is with yoga in general. So this is a supported bridge. You'll notice I have the block at the lowest level. It would be fine if you brought it up a little bit. That's not my preference, but it might be yours. So we're just going to keep staying with the knees bent. I am going to offer you to let them go long, but let's just be here now. And just start to connect with the feeling of your sacrum on the prop. And just see if with each exhale, you can start to feel like a little more surrender into that prop. Just the weight of your hips sinking down. 3 more breaths. And now if you want to, you can extend your legs out long. There's an option to do one leg at a time. You could also put your feet on your bolster or something a little more elevated in the case that this was a little making your lower back a little cranky. Okay, so legs out long. And then option to bring arms overhead. So this is how we are here. Let's focus on the diaphragmatic breath. So you can just remember when you had your hands here. And even if you didn't extend out your legs, you're still getting some nice pressure on your sacrum. So let's poof out the belly a couple times when we breathe in. Just imagine poofing it out. And then your belly button sinking back towards the spine. And if you need to make any adjustments, do that now. I'm saying it because I need to. That block should be supporting the sacrum, should be holding the pelvis versus lower back. We don't want to be in the lower back. Okay? And just feeling and breathing. And see if you can tune into just how open and spacious the front part of your body feels. So allowing all of the tissues that keep the pelvis in place, just giving them a little nourishment through these long holds. I'm just here for about another 30 seconds, friends. Take one more extra large breath in, blowing it out. Engage the core, step the feet back, and lift the hips and just feel the hips sink down into the mat. And from here, go ahead and take some rocks from side to side. Okay, we're going to get a little bit more of a back bend with this next one. It's called cat pulling its tail. And there's a lot of ways that you can accomplish this. I'm just going to show you basically what it is. I'm going to give you this view. Okay, so I'm laying on my side. I'm stepping this leg over and I'm trying to grab this one. If you can't grab your foot, do you have a scarf? Do you have a yoga strap? Or you could put your foot up against something that's not moving or put a bolster there. And then this leg can be elevated. I like doing it like that. I'll put my leg on something. Okay. Also, you can be up higher like this on your elbow. You can come down all the way. So it's all up to you. see here. So I like putting my leg on something. Oh my God, my toe ring just got stuck on the blanket. Bear with me, friends. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, so this is how we do. I will tell you, if you are like, okay, yeah, yay, not very exciting, I want you to roll onto your back. That might give you a little more sensation. And those really bendy people can grab their, I can't really do it. They can grab their toe. Okay, so if that's you, have fun doing that. I'm going to stay like this. So it just offers this little squeeze in the lower back, but really we're looking for sensation in the quads in this one, on that back leg. Okay. Notice the rib cage that you're laying on. I'm just feeling your breath. Welcome to the new people that joined. I see a few more have hopped on here. This pose is called cat pulling its tail, and we are going to stay about 45 more seconds on this side. And the breath is your bestie. The breath always can help bring us back into the present. And it can just act as a soothing balm, not only for the body, but the mind as well. All right, so let go of that back leg. Let's roll to the belly this time. We haven't been on the belly yet. Just rest with your head turned to one side. Try some belly down windshield wipers. And then as you're ready, you can switch sides. It's one of those lesser practiced yin poses. I really like to include it though. I think it's beneficial. Recognize that you might need to do it a little different on this side. Totally fine. Good. Now that you're all set up, just notice what you're feeling. This one also gives us some nice yin stress in the shoulders. And when I say stress, when I'm teaching, I'm meaning it's positive. All of your tissues are going to benefit from putting stress on them. Whether it's walking and the different vibrations that happen as you walk along on that path or roadway, to working out with weights, to jogging, swimming, yoga. Our body is ultimately going to thrive more if we work it. Motion is lotion. Maybe you've heard that saying before. And it's true. It keeps our tissues hydrated, and this ultimately helps us function in a more comfortable way. A more easeful way. And through the practice of Yin Yoga, we can release long-held tensions in the body. Things start to shift with regular practice. It's definitely, I mean, if this is the first time you're doing it, I'm sure you're going to feel amazing after. But if you keep a consistent practice, you'll notice differences in your body. Just like with anything, right? All right, one more breath here. And then let's let that go. Again, rolling to the belly. If you can remember to turn your head the other way versus the way you did it last time. Seeing if you can feel the heaviness of your lower body here. Let's push back to a child's pose for a couple minutes. And this might be a supported child's pose, or not supported. You can always lift your hips a little higher or put something between the thigh and leg. You can elevate your bolster with your blocks if need be. Just whatever you can do to remain supported and comfortable. I'm going to skip this one because the microphone's definitely going to get squished when I'm down there. Remember, you can have your head turned to either side. You can have the forehead on the floor. Even if you are on a bolster, you can still scoot that bolster back and get your head on the floor. Maybe I can do it that way. Yeah. I'll just talk really softly. We just want to feel that lengthening through the spine. It might be very, very subtle. And let's just think of this pose right now for the next minute or so as our foundation for our breathing practice. So I'd like to invite you to just imagine the lungs inside of your body. And just how they expand and contract with each breath. Filling and emptying. Filling and emptying. Now take that a little further and see if you can feel your rib cage just ever so subtly moving with each inhale and exhale. Feel that in your back body. Your side body, And even in the sternum, chest area, feel it there too. You can always adjust your head if you want. We're just going to be here one more minute. Just letting your attention rest on the inside of your body. Staying connected to the feeling of respiration. Good. Well, let's prepare to exit now. Planting the palms on the floor and just pushing up. This could be a place where you do a downward dog or just some leg stretches out. I wish you could see Milo. He's just off of the frame. Milo's the cat, in case you just joined. He's like pretty much laying on his back, but I could see him abdominally breathing. He was doing some belly breathing as well. How cute. All right, friends. Next is Shavasana. So again, get yourself set up. We're going to stay here about 5 minutes. So we potentially consider covering yourself or slipping on some socks or a sweatshirt because your body temperature naturally will drop a little bit more here. Ensure that your head and neck feel really supported. Just think of this as self-care. I mean, this whole practice is self-care, but especially these last few minutes, it's so nice to just melt and let go after all of these holds. I'm in Tucson, Arizona. I don't need any coverings. It's really warm here. All right. Oh, hey, and if you have an eye pillow, yay, yum. Okay, so I'm just going to guide you in a little breathing to begin, and then I'm just going to let it be quiet. So return to the awareness of the lower abdomen. Would be totally fine to put your hands there if that helps you connect. And just like in the beginning of our session, we're just noticing the rise and fall of the breath here. And start to think of your breath like a wave rolling in from the sea and out. Just the gentlest little tide rolling in and out. Just following your natural breath. Shavasana. Deepening your breath now. Feeling the gentle expansion. Toes and fingers wiggle around. Let's take a moment to bend the knees. Just welcoming some gentle movement if you're called to that, or you could simply just roll onto your side and pause there. Before you sit up, just really noticing how your body is feeling. How does your body feel right now? What's your state of mind? Rise to a seat together if you'd like to close the class together. I love to put one hand over the other upon my heart center. You can close down your eyes again if you open them up. Really feel the warmth of your hands. Your breath breathing into your hands. You are alive and well. Offering yourself just a gentle gratitude towards your mind, your body, all the things that you have, your phone. Maybe you can think of a few other things you feel grateful for. Bring your palms to touch in front of your heart in Anjali Mudra. I honor you. I am grateful for you. Thank you so much for joining this session. May we all remember our innate lights that shine deep within. May we radiate our love and goodness freely and widely. We bow and offer the greeting of Namaste. Namaste. Milo and I both thank you for being a part of this session. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope that your body feels amazing and your mind feels peaceful and clear. Be sure to subscribe and share this practice with someone else that you think could benefit. And also, as a reminder, you can do this live with me twice a week on the Insight Timer app. Namaste.